Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Sunday, October 7th, 2018. The tarot card for today is the Moon. And you know, when I saw this here, I wanted to talk about the Moon itself. Let's just talk all things Moon today, plus the card. The Moon right now is in the sign of Virgo. This is one that I personally love. I don't care how I choose to apply my energy for the day, whether I want to get organized with work or I want to get organized around the home and do that extra cleaning and get things taken care of. It's a good time to just declutter and be practical about things and really get organized. Secondly, I want to say that this Moon in Virgo will be, for the majority of you, for practically the entirety of your day, it will be void of course. I want to read to you a brief explanation from astrologer Judith Ryan. It begins when the Moon in transit makes the last major aspect it will make before it changes from one sign of the zodiac to the next. It ends when the Moon enters the next sign. The name of this period is Void of Course Moon. Enterprises founded while the Moon is void of course do fail after long and costly effort. So to be on the safe side, so to speak, I tend to view it as I would a Mercury retrograde. I don't try to get involved in any, special kind of new projects, anything that's, really major to me. In other words, I stick with the easy stuff, things that are already in place that I can just work on without a lot of to-do. So if something went wrong, it's the same thing like with your communications and everything. They're not as effective. And the excerpt that I just read to you, to give you an understanding of what she's trying to say, is that, like, you could say, yeah, sure, right? And you could go ahead and you could try to, so you spend all that time, devote all that effort, and probably somewhere down the road, that client winds up, ditching you or things go wrong, not as you anticipated. And there was an example a couple of weeks ago where I had recorded a 45-minute tarot guidance that I wanted to put out towards the end of the month for my $10 Patreon clients. And I was like, nah, it should be okay. Let me make this into a video so I can get it scheduled. I lost the whole thing. So to me, the void can tend to remind one of a Mercury retrograde. You know what? It's a Sunday. Just go do something where you can enjoy yourself and relax. Maybe even do a little meditation, which brings me to the next thing that I wanted to talk about. And that is the fact that the Moon is also in its balsamic phase. When it enters into Libra, we will be having very late in the day here on the 8th, for most of you on the 9th, our new moon in Libra. And so as not to miss anything here, I'm going to read what Wikipedia says to you. In astrology, a balsamic moon is said to occur when the moon is less than 45 degrees behind the natal sun. The balsamic moon also is said to relate to healing and rest, since it is the last phase before the new moon. This is actually perfect if you use it for just how it's meant to be. It's Sunday. Make it a day of rest. Stop, relax, meditate. Don't try to overdo it. The moon is void of course. It's in its balsamic phase. You're not meant to do anything major today. As the moon wanes and goes dark, so should you just take the time out to reflect. For the moon card is a card of confusion and disillusionment. And think about that. When things are dark, when they're dim, the light of the moon is dim to begin with. And as it wanes, you really can't see that much, can you? All right? So go focus on your intentions. And I want to say this, okay? Because when it comes to intentions for new moons, they are not magical, okay? And sometimes they take time. This particular new moon, you should be putting forth the intentions for things that you wish to manifest, I want to say, over the next 6 months, okay? And that will put you in a really good position. So we're looking at by April. And if you listen to me on Patreon with all of my long-term tarot guidances, that you know that I have been discussing that time frame for a while and everything else that's in between. So take the time out today. Just relax, meditate, think about what it is that you hope to accomplish in the coming 6 months. And I'll see you here again tomorrow. I want to thank you very much for listening. Have a great day.